How you present yourself to the world should be your decision, and any changes to how you look should come from you. And any changes you make should first and foremost be done for your own benefit. That being said, we all know that we live in a slightly more difficult time these days, at least in one sense that is. Dating is unfortunately no longer what it used to be, and there are many reasons for that, which makes it a topic for another day. It's just too loaded of an issue for me to deal with right now. But if you're looking to make a shift and want to feel and look more feminine this year, we've got some great tips for you. Some are to do with your appearance and other to do with your mentality and approach to things. Either way, stick around until the end and let me know in the comments what you think. For a lot of people, being feminine is about having confidence and being sure of yourself. Femininity is all about embracing and celebrating your unique womanhood. Don't let anyone dull your shine. Instead, focus on what makes you feel like a woman. Is it your hair, your lips, your curves, your gentle approach, or softness? Whatever sparks that feeling is something to explore further. We've aimed many of these tips at women who find it really difficult to see themselves as women for whatever reason. If that sounds like you, a good way to work on your confidence is to look for other women who look how you think you look. If you have short hair and don't feel feminine with it, search for famous women with short hair who are rocking it and looking amazing. If you're tall and feel that stops you from being sexy, look for famous tall women who are owning their height. The point is, whatever mental block you have in your head, there will always be someone out there with that trait who is literally embracing it and looking feminine. It's about finding people who you can look up to and realizing that no physical trait can stop you from being girly. Working on your self-confidence like this can really help you get more in touch with your feminine side. And remember, nobody's perfect. If anything, you are probably perfect at something. If you're looking to make change in your behavior, it's time to step up to the plate and set some clear-cut goals. Just stop considering why it's important to you and take action. Think about what it is that you want to achieve and why it matters to you. Whether it's because you want to feel more confident in your own skin, because you want to shift away from being perceived as masculine, keep that motivation front and center in your mind as you explore different ways to tap into that feminine side. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things, but always come back to the question of whether or not these changes are actually helping you connect with yourself as a woman. It's time to own your power and make it happen. Embrace the power of fashion by experimenting with different styles and prints, whether it's rocking a frilly pink dress or a bold and edgy jumpsuit. Different clothes can evoke different emotions and express different aspects of your personality. Don't be afraid to embrace your femininity and try out more ladylike prints. This is especially helpful if you find it hard to see yourself as a woman. If you imagine you're a stereotypical 2010 woman in a magazine, for example, you probably be wearing some cutesy prints, something frilly or pink. Now, the idea of femininity has changed a bit since then, but dressing like this can actually help you feel more like that stereotypical woman. This is so helpful if you find it hard to see yourself as one. As you become more comfortable with your identity as a woman, you'll find your own unique style and way of expressing yourself. Remember, confidence is key. So find what makes you feel confident and sexy and own it. You might discover that wearing black dresses makes you feel sexy and confident, so let them be seen that way. Equally, jumpers may make you feel that level of confidence, which will then make you appear to be very confident and embracing of your female sexuality. Don't be afraid to play around and have fun with fashion. There's no denying that outward changes can affect how you feel internally. If you're not sure what will help you embrace your feminine side, ask your hairdresser for some tips. They know how to look at faces objectively and will help you work out what will best accentuate your eyes and jawline. This can really help you embrace different aspects of your personality that you might not have considered before. You just have to find the right hairdresser. That's a trick. They can help you achieve whatever looks you've researched and help you find a style that is comfortable and really gives off the glam, the womanly vibe that you have. And don't stop there. Try out different makeup techniques and styles that you find appealing and see how they make you feel. Whether it's bold lipstick or subtle eye makeup, replicating what society deems as feminine can help you discover your own unique style, way of expressing your femininity. So take reins and give yourself a confidence boost with a fresh new look. Find your own ways of expressing that femininity. Embrace it. These are all tools that you women have at your disposal, so use it. A huge aspect of femininity is sensuality. That's not sexuality per se, but it's about being sexy and seductive, having a bit of a feminine mystique. That might sound ridiculous, a million miles away from how you currently feel, but it's worth exploring. Scent is hugely evocative, so play with perfumes and see what makes you feel sensual. You could try loads of different things. Slip into some lacy lingerie under your work clothes or see how it boosts your confidence. Flirt, tease, and let your inner vixen shine on your next night out. Remember, being a woman is all about embracing who you are and having fun with it. So don't hold back. Unleash your inner vixen and see where it takes you. Stand tall, sit straight, and exude femininity with every move you make. Your posture says a lot about you, and it can reveal whether you feel confident and self-assured or if you're slouching and hiding. Don't let your body language give off a masculine vibe. Instead, embrace your femininity by sitting daintily, crossing your legs or ankles, and holding yourself with grace. Your posture speaks volumes about you. And this isn't just about shrinking yourself or hiding. It's about projecting a strong, elegant, and classy image that literally screams that femininity. Show the world who you are and own it. Own it with pride. Put some pep into your stepsister. The way we move speaks about our self-perception. If you're someone who tends to shy away and stumbles around a bit with their head down, you're not giving off the appearance of a strong woman in charge of her destiny. Try to carry yourself with a bit more grace. Head up, walk with intent, and own your movements. Part of being feminine woman is having confidence in your decisions. So walk like you're on a mission and don't be afraid of taking some space and making an entrance. Alright, so we've gone into some detail on using your body language to engage with your feminine side, but what about spoken language? I think it's time to master the art of communication, right girls? Now, we're not saying you instantly have to become this giggly cloud of perfume and simpering lisps, but how you talk and audibly react says a lot about you, so it's worth thinking about. But we're also not saying that saying fuck every 5 seconds or referring to yourself in essentially derogative ways such as a hoe, bitch, no matter how many times you conjugate it with the words boss, is the way to let your femininity shine either. Your spoken language can say a lot about you, so it's time to take charge and make it work for you. Equally, you can try out a few different tones of voice and see what works for you. You don't have to sound like a giggling schoolgirl, but if a lighter, more feminine tone feels right, go for it. Use more feminine words. Elongate your sentences and own the sound of your voice. You got this. A lot of women who struggle to feel feminine don't really know how to act, especially around people that they find attractive. If you feel quite masculine and want to get a man's attention, for example, you might feel too frumpy or unsexy or manly. This is natural, and a lot of women actually feel this way, but there are ways that you can change it. Don't let it hold you back from being the bold and confident woman that you were always meant to be. Instead of trying to change who you are, try changing how you present yourself. Men love women who are flirty and in touch with their sensuality. So don't be afraid to try out some gentle touches when you're on a date or talking to someone you are interested in. For example, lightly touch their arms or sit close to them so that your knees brush up against each other. These small gestures show that you're confident with your own womanhood and will make the man you're with see you that way too. If you're feeling a bit hesitant about trying this out, start with a close friend first. It may not lead to fireworks, but it will help you become more comfortable with being all touchy-feely. So go out there and show the world your gumption. Ladies, it's time to embrace your inner goddess and let go of fear or inhibitions when it comes to embracing your own sexuality. Women often don't want to be seen as promiscuous or act as though their sexuality is their only charm. Equally, there are a lot of women who hide their personal insecurities behind revealing clothes and makeup, coming across as cheap, easy and disposable, worth just to pump and dump, so to speak. By the way, if you want to know more about ghosting and our take on it, check out the link up here. Being feminine is all about finding balance. You can be sexy and smart, sexy and cute, sexy and funny. All those combinations are possible. Being in touch with your sexual side doesn't mean you're instantly put in a box and only have one dimension to your personality. That's just not true. Equally, just because you know how to take care of yourself does not mean you need to shove it in the faces of masculine men as if you're trying to prove something to the world, because the only men that kind of behavior will attract are the submissive guys that you don't actually want to attract. Again, if you want to know more about how high value women behave, check out this video up here. So like I said, femininity is essentially an art of balance. It's a skill that you need to develop. Fake it till you make it may seem like a cliche, but it truly holds power in discovering and embracing your authentic self. Sometimes it can be difficult to navigate and understand our own emotions and preferences, but by putting on a facade and acting as if you already possess certain traits or characteristics, we can begin to manifest those qualities within ourselves. For example, if you want to try out a bold lipstick, but are unsure if it truly suits you, just go ahead and give it a try. By confidently rocking that bright red lipstick and owning it, others will perceive you as somebody who can pull it off. And in turn, you will begin to believe it in yourself. The same goes for confidence and any kind of flirtatious behavior. By acting confident and flirty, those around you will assume that this is how you are. And over time, you will begin to essentially embody all of those traits. It's important to remember that practice makes perfect. Keep experimenting and trying new things, and eventually you will figure out what truly fits your personality and what feels too uncomfortable to do long term. As you continue on this journey, you will discover new bits of your authentic self that have been hiding all along, and uncover parts of yourself that truly embody your own femininity. Embracing different aspects of ourselves can be exciting and positive, so don't get too hung up on little experiments that don't work. Remember why you began this journey in the first place and have fun with it. Keep going, keep playing, and keep doing what feels good. Your true self is waiting to be discovered. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you like this video, and most importantly, comment below. I really want to know your opinion on this video. Alright, cheers. Bye.